Why is the location of the air and vapor barrier is so crucial in maintaining the building enclosure? The air and vapor barrier cause a lot of issues in the building enclosure. And by the building enclosure, I mean the walls or the ceilings or the slabs. In today's video, I'll talk about scenario number one, which is basically divided into two seasons, as you can see here, the winter season and the summer season. And the reason I'm focusing on this is because I believe that the health of the building enclosure and the well-design of the building enclosure, especially considering the vapor barrier and the air barriers, is so important to prevent the indoor air quality from having issues with pollutant or mold. So let's start with the winter season, and I will just remind you that this is scenario number one. This is not the perfect scenario. This scenario has problems. And in the next video, I'm going to talk about the better solution that we all should follow. But let's understand the principles of building science. So here's the winter season, where the outside is very cold and the inside is warm. If the vapor barrier, usually it's used as polyethylene, is based behind the gypsum wall board, and the wall itself, whether it's metal or wood studs, contain the insulation, and the sheathing, this is the hatched layer, the sheathing would support the air barrier. What's the problem with that in the wintertime is that this vapor barrier cannot prevent air leakage through the warm to the more cold layers of the wall, because this is winter, as you remember. So the more the air penetrates from inside towards the outside, it will face cold surfaces. This condensation would turn the gas state of the vapor into liquid state, which is water. And then the water would drop at the bottom of the wall, causing serious issues with mold. And mold is highly hazardous, especially for children and for the elderly and for people who have asthma or any other illnesses that could impact negatively the environment. What about the same wall in the summer season? Well, the vapor barrier is in the same location. The air barrier is the same location. In the summertime, the situation in reverse. So the warm and humid area is outside, while the colder areas is actually inside, either by the use of the air conditioning or just by the fact that there is a temperature differential. And that coldness is exactly the opposite of this scenario, where the air moves from the more moist into the drier. So over the years, this area becomes soft, and it will impact the structural integrity of the building. So as you can see, there are givens here that I want to draw the attention to. My aim is to point out to the areas of conflict. The conflict here is the insulation, where it keeps the warmer side right in the middle, or the insulation is right in the middle of the wall, that any penetration to that will create a colder spot here or a colder spot here. So that's what I call scenario number one, which is problematic. I have to be clear about that. In the next video, I'm going to propose a better solution for the wall assembly in order to avoid water condensation from happening due to the two factors, the temperature differentials and the vapor pressure difference as well. Thank you for watching. If you're interested to talk with us, please click on the links below that will take you to a page or a calendar page where you'll be able to book an appointment with me for 15 or 20 minutes so we can discuss your project and see if we can work together from the scientific point of view, from the construction point of view, but also definitely from the design point of view.